And immediately we'll start with the panel 1 discussion, and I'll invite Dr. Juhi for conducting the panel 1 session. Over to you, Dr. Juhi.
We shall now embark today's journey to the panel
discussions on synergy between security and EHS, adoption of industry's best practices.
I would like to invite the moderator and the panelists of this session to
Kindly come up to the dais and be seated. And as I call up and as I introduce your expertise, first I would like to invite the moderator of this panel discussion 1, Colonel D.R. Sembal, Head HSE and S. Terry Army. Sir, please join us on the stage. Introducing our Chief Patron, honored for bravery by the Chief of the Army Staff with vast experience spanning military, corporate and environmental sectors, transforming Delhi's Bhati Mines area and now Senior VP at Terry Army. Fresinet is dedicated to safety, security and ecology. I would now request the panel members to join us on the stage. Mr. Nachiket Vaze, PSP CSM S&S Head India Herbalife. He is a security professional with over 17 years experience in critical infrastructure, corporate security and investigations. Expertise includes physical security, assessment, system integration, crisis management and governance roles at ICI SSM. Next we have Mr. Jitendra Kumar Singh, CSM CSO Fortis Hospital, Shalimar Bagh. Mr. Jitendra, Chief of Security at Fortis Hospital, New Delhi, brings over 20 years of expertise in security and vigilance. With qualifications in commerce, disaster management and fire safety, he is a pioneer in improving security processes and emergency response in healthcare facilities. Next, we have with us Mr. Nand Kishore Bhatt, CPP CSM CSO at Vedanta Limited, Goa. Mr. Bhatt, Chief Security Officer at Vedanta Limited, Goa, with expertise across industries, excels in security planning and risk assessment, recognized for professional excellence. Last but not the least, we have Captain Alroy Kolako, Head Admin and Facilities in Insurance Deco. Captain Kolako, accomplished in security and facilities across diverse industries, drives positive changes and shapes industry discussions. As a dynamic leader and founding member of GACS, he optimizes operations and serves as an independent director at INHFRA. Over to you, moderator, sir, Colonel D.R. Sembal, for the deliberations. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good morning and very warm welcome to all the audience. What a better way to start the day than having very eminent personalities among us, learned panelists, and very august audience. We are starting with a issue or with a topic which is a new concept and a very, very challenging concept, and that is to synergize security, EHS. EHS has three components: environment, health and safety. So it becomes four: environment, health, safety and security. So to create this synergy between these four functions, we have very, very experienced, eminent personalities of the field with their experience, and we shall dwell upon this particular issue. of synergizing the security and EHS. So I have jotted down few questions for the panelists to cover the issue on a broader spectrum, and I'll be asking these questions. And Mr. Jitender, you are from a healthcare specialized sector, so I'll talk to you toward the end of the discussion. So my first question in this direction goes to Nachiket, and the question is, how relevant is the need of synergy between security and safety? How relevant is the need of synergy between security and safety? What are your views on this, Nachiket?
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me on this. So basically, if we say the safety and security are basically two sides of a single coin.
Volume.
Hello. Yeah. So as I was saying, safety and security are basically two sides of a single coin. And if you see the corporates, they have already synergized between the safety and security field. What remains is the synergy, developing the synergy between the safety and security, especially in manufacturing field, wherein there is a more specialized component that we look at into manufacturing, where process safety is quite technical bit, but at the same time, it is the security personnel who implement the safety processes. It's the security personnel who actually check the compliance to the safety protocols that are set, and almost 60% of the safety job is actually done by security guys. So it becomes more imperative for security professionals to learn basic concepts of the safety so that they themselves can come up with more better safety solutions. As at the end of the day, the aim or the objective of security and safety is to secure people and the assets of any organization. So I say synergy is a very important factor in this, and the more security personnel understand and get into, put in efforts to understand the process safety into manufacturing, they will get there eventually. And that is the trend that we are seeing now in manufacturing setup.
Okay, so you mean to say that presently the security professionals, they are quite competent, they are skillful, competent to handle the safety and environmental issues, particularly in the industrial sector?
Yes, they are primarily the first responders.
They are the first responders.
They are the first responders who actually respond to any kind of a, say it's a fire emergency, they are the people who respond. Basically, it falls under in manufacturing, it falls under the safety domain. But it's the security people who actually respond. Any medical emergency, again, health. So the security guys are the one who responds to, those kind of emergencies into the plant setup. So, yeah.
So the security, as per your statement, the security professionals today are quite competent to take on the EHS protocol also.
They are competent in regular safety to take on regular safety protocols. It's where they need to learn about the process safety or the product safety. That's where they may face challenge because of the technical lack of technical knowledge which a safety professional has. So that's where the area of improvement is.
Okay, thank you. With this, my next question goes to Captain Kalako, and I want to know what are the key challenges. What are the key challenges in integrating security, safety, and EHS practices, and how they can be countered effectively?
Good morning, friends, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be here on the panel. Of course, like Capt had already spoken on synergy. So what I'm going to tell you about is the integration between the safety as well as the EHS. Of course, the last component of S is safety and EHS. Integration between these is a slightly complex process, because when you see these three or four, they always work in silos. I mean, previously it used to be that they used to work in silos, and integrating them and getting them into one particular platform is a difficult problem. Of course, it is now becoming very easy with a lot of technologies which etc. are available, and the management themselves realize that having one integrated system makes a lot of difference. Then all these three have different priorities. The priorities of the safety department is slightly different. Security is slightly different. The environment, health and safety is again. And you have the fourth or the fifth, what you call factor which is coming into it, which is now the ESG also, the environment, social as well as governance factor. Taking this to a next level is that the priorities besides that is the statutory compliances for all these three, four of them. They're very different, right? But at the end of the day, I mean, if they don't get together, then you will definitely have problems in the integrating. Secondly, there is also a resistance to the change. The mindset of a safety guy, the mindset of a security guy, the mindset of those who are dealing with the environment, health and safety, you will always find that there is a difference between them. Everybody prioritize themselves that yes, mine is more important than the rest of the other thing. The other thing is that complex, you don't have any metrics to really gauge what these guys are doing. A safety guy will have a different metrics, he'll have a different KPI, he'll have a different KRA. The security guy will have something else. So to get all these things, collaboration between all these people is an important factor. And of course now what is happening is that with the facilities management coming into it, so the integration with the facilities department is of very great importance. So synergy, like what he said, integration is very important, that needs to be taken care of. And I guess that a lot of us are here where we will try and make some sort of an effort to get a synergy between all the three or four of us, including the ESG part of it.
Okay, fine. Now, the EHS is already a combo. In most of the sectors, environment, health and safety is already a combo. Say, in most of the industry, most of the corporate houses, there will be one fellow, top chap or whatever, who's carrying out all these three functions and taking care of the environment, safety and health also. But integrating it with the security, as you said, there are certain complacencies. The people have complacent mind in integrating this with the security. Or the security people do not expect them or do not accept them easily. Is there something like this? Or what is the challenge? One challenge you have said is complacency among the people. Because the safety chap has a different mindset, security chap has a different mindset.
How the basic challenge is a mindset challenge, actually.
Okay.
It's nothing but a mindset challenge.
Okay, okay.
Now, with the fourth component coming into, which is the ESG, so you will find a different head totally altogether.
Okay.
Right? Safety generally, I mean, those who have been in the manufacturing industry would realize that there used to be a safety officer. He used to generally be an engineer who has done probably a mechanical engineer generally you have, because there are a lot of different parts, like in a manufacturing you have a boiler, you have a paint shop, that I'm talking of a two-wheeler or four-wheeler industry. Different manufacturing industries have different, so technically to get, because each part, a boiler has certain requirements which need to be done, which safety officer would do it. Security officer, of course, he has got a different, his basic thing is, securing the premises, securing the people, personal and probably information security, what we talk of.
Yes.
Right? Information security has gone to a different level, so I'll not talk of that as of now. So those challenges are there. And with the latest things which are coming in, technology, of course, which we have probably in one of the, I think, discussions later down the line. So you now will also find somebody who's heading it, probably who has something to do with information security. A CISO, what we call.
Okay.
We have something like that. So all these integrations is basically a mindset. Not that a security professional cannot head it. He can. He is truly competent to do it, and he has that sort of a grasp to grasp that knowledge, and he's always hungry for knowledge. So it again depends organization to organization where they want to place the people, how they want to place the people, what KRAs you want to place for that particular people.
Okay. With this, Nandkishore, I want to seek some clarification from you, and then with what Captain Kolakra has said, some clarification on that what are the overlaps where the synergy between security and EHS can be achieved. He has given different definitions. So what are the overlaps between EHS and the security?
Thank you very much, sir. I think my fellow panelists, they have very well explained the synergy between these three distinctive attributes. So, if I may, I would like to bring a small point over here. Like, safety, security, environment, health and safety. Though each of these, they are having a distinctive focuses. But at the same time, when we integrate all of this, then there will be a comprehensive plan. And as the keynote speaker has also mentioned, Kuman sir ne bhi bataya starting mein, ki see, at the end of the day, what is the objective? Objective is to create the awareness to the maximum level, that is one. Second, to make the future-ready organization that what we see today as a threat, maybe we need to also have the mitigation measures, not only for those threats which we can see from our eyes, but at the same time, we can emphasize the threats of future also. So I will quickly bucket it into 3-4 different attributes. So I'll start with risk management. I mean, we all are security professionals. We all know that having a risk assessment means what does it mean? To start identifying the risk, assessing the risk, and to have a mitigation measures to diffuse the risk. So if we integrate all of this, security, safety, and environment, health and safety, we will have a better risk management program. Instead of having silos, risk management for each of the aspects, if we combine it, it will have a better result. Second, culture of compliances. I mean, as you all are aware, culture building takes maximum time. Baki to process hai, follow ho jayega. I think culture building needs more focus. So if you are having the culture of safety imbibed, I mean, we all are aware that to all security professionals and to everybody who is working in this field, what they say, safety is everybody's responsibility, but nobody speaks about security also. Security is also everybody's responsibility. So similar way, if we integrate all of these three together, then there will be a culture of thinking. People will think about it, okay, when safety is everybody's job, why not security? So in every aspect, whatever little knowledge, wisdom we are having, how we can contribute towards the nation building. Wo jab thought aayega, then change will happen. So that is the second. And I think third aspect is training and awareness. I mean, if we are having different training for each one of the attributes, it will be difficult to manage and it will be difficult to, to devise a comprehensive plan. So if we'll mix three together, we'll have a better training solution, better awareness system. Fourth, I think allocation of resources. We are living in a world where the resources are minimum and the expectation is very high. So if these three come together, we can allocate resources in a better way. We can allocate resources in a better way to make sure that not only we diffuse the risk which is in front of us, but we are making it futuristic ready. So I think these are the 3-4 buckets which symbolizes this thing.
Okay, with this I just want to seek some clarification from the audience as well. Particularly in our country, in our context, in Indian context, there are two things. One is the compliance and the other is the culture building. So do you think that in particular in our context in India, we are more reclined or we are more inclined toward the compliances because they are the statutory compliances or they have been told you have to do like this. It has come from the top. So we comply and we really are not bothered about building a genuine culture toward the safety or the security and so, or the one's responsibility toward the environmental compliances. Is it so?
Yes, sir. So I'll have a different version of it, sir.
Yeah,
if I may. So basically, the problem is what? Problem is when we see it from the security point of view. हम लोग कैसा होता है, we are a security manager. We never say that we are a business manager. Because if you understand the business, then you will understand the compliance behind it. Why that compliance is being initiated. You will understand the topography and the geography behind it. But at the same time, when you think only about security as a standalone function, कि मैं तो security देखता हूँ सिर्फ, तो आपको हमको वो compliance बोझ लगेगा. But जब आप business समझ जाओगे कि how it is having a direct implication on the business number, volume, EBITDA, तो आपको तुरंत लगेगा कि ये तो होना ही चाहिए. Why it is not happening? Then the urge will come that yes, it has to happen. Anyways, it has to happen. That is the thinking process.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay. Now I come back to Nachi. The basic thing is कि ये पंगा क्यों लिया हमने? ये पंगा क्यों लिया कि सिक्योरिटी और EHS को synergize करें? So why should the security professionals look forward to venture into the EHS domain? Till now, EHS is a separate vertical, separate domain, and security is a totally different. But the concept has come, new challenges there. Why should we take this panga? Why should the security professional venture into the EHS domain? What are your views?
So, sir, as Nand already said, there is a fight for resources, right?
Okay.
And in traditional industrial setup, it's very difficult for a security head to get a face time with the leadership.
Okay.
They will not call him till there is a kind of a firefighting situation or a crisis situation wherein they require immediate assistance or security support. Whereas if you see a safety professional, he is involved in every process improvement, process change. Even if new machinery is going to come in, they will do the process assessment and proper risk management plan will be prepared for it. Now, as you already said, risk management we also do. But this is where, I feel or I have experienced that the more you take interest into horizontal growth, like in the sense, don't only look for security, understand the business.
Yeah.
Now, how to understand the business? Venture into administration, venture into safety,
venture into
CSR. Broader base. So it gives you a kind of a visibility and more face time with the leadership. They know what your capabilities are. It develops you as a leader. They gain trust in your abilities. That okay, fine. If this is a problem, whether it's safety problem or security problem, if it is given to him, he will be able to come up with a solution, right? And it also helps you, like if I say from investigation perspective, a security manager going into a plant will raise eyebrows from the workers or the production leaders. They will not want a security manager to come and visit the plant where there is no security deployment, right? But the moment you take over administration or say safety, you get direct access to the workers, you build network, so that enhances your surveillance, that enhances your ability to influence the culture of an organization, wherein gradually, if you are persistent enough, you can change the culture over a period of time.
So what I conclude from your talk is that yes, the EHS professional, they have a continuous contribution in developing on the process management of an industry, of a corporate sector. He is all the time, his views, he is involved, his views are taken, and security professionals are normally, remember, they are thought of only in case of the crisis.
Yes, correct. Even if you see in industrial setup, the security professionals are seated at the gates, not inside the corporate office.
Yeah.
So this basically, creates a barrier also for connect.
Yeah, would like to have some views from the audience on this particular issue. Yes. Colonel Bhatia can, we will call you. Yeah. Boliye, Bhatia. Colonel Bhatia.
So you are absolutely right, because I want to give you an incident where we are actually carrying out an investigation in a field of, it's a manufacturing unit, right? And so you would appreciate that we as an investigator have to suppose investigate something about that manufacturing unit. We are unable to do it because we liaise with security professionals
they were not aware of anything what is happening inside. You're very right. And I will just I'll just put one word here in regard to the synergy. You know, there are various applications nowadays where you can integrate, right? Even, you know, physical security, manpower, then complete integrated security protocols, and then fire and safety protocols, EHS, and even, you know, other safety professionals who are actually responsible, and HR people who are responsible inside. So all these, if you are integrated into one application, it is very easy to react, right? It is very easy to act timely, and the dissemination of information, especially of an incident, is very, very fast. So, and then also we may have to cater for outside resources also. Why? Because there are, you know, there are polices, there are, you know, fire and safety professionals outside also. So their help also would warrant integration into your complete security network.
Thank you, Colonel Bhatia. This gentleman, yeah, behind you.
So, I am Colonel Ravindra Paliwal. So, taking off from what Nachiket and Colonel Bhatia said, you know, one of the very important aspects of creating this synergy between security and EHS is that we have to now start treating security per se as a business enabler. Okay. So till the time it doesn't happen, so you know, there will always be cracks, there will be always be slippages, and you know, the business as such will not be secure. So this you know, this term business enabler has to come, you know, has to be talked of more often, you know, by the security professionals. And let me say, you know, at a particular level of security professionals, so as you go higher, so maybe first, second level, you know, they are able to make a mark. But when it comes to the teams, you know, they are not able to step up to the requirements of an organization because their vision is not, you know, broad enough. So it is also very important for the leadership, the security leadership, to, you know, to train their teams who are below them to, you know, to be treated as business enablers in the organization.
Okay, thank you very much, Colonel Paliwal. Now I come back to Captain Kalako, that how can technologies and innovation be leveraged to enhance security measures without compromising security and EHS standards, without compromising? How they can be leveraged?
You know, just taking up on that question of business enabler, we have seen security professionals rising up to the level where they've been given a seat on the board, right? And I have a few friends here also sitting here who are business enablers. It is not a cost center anymore. Security is not a cost center until and unless you realize that you have an ROI to create and you have an impact to create. That's very important. We don't do that. As security professionals, many of us don't do that. We are very happy with wherever we've reached, the level at which we have reached. I should say that we should not be, you know, the level is, sky is the limit for you, for everybody of us, all of us sitting here, all the security professionals. Let's take that as a hint. Now, coming back to the question which Colonel Sembal said was technology innovation. Today we are living in a world of probably technology. What is this? This is again a part of technology only. And this is such a powerful tool today that you have so many applications that are available for us, which integrates all the three, in fact the fourth one also, including social and governance also, as a part of it. I have been heading teams where facilities teams also, as well as I'm presently also looking after the ESG, where today the investors, let me tell you that any organization that is working here needs investors. The first question is, how much have you involved yourselves? What is your risk mitigation that you have taken? And how much have you got down to the level of complying with the statutory compliances? Let me tell you, EHS is going to be a very major part. It is going to be a part of your balance sheet also. And There's something which is also coming up, which is the Data Protection Act, which I would just like to just touch upon that. I won't elaborate because that's a separate topic altogether. Where in case you are penalized in that, a part of your the profits is going to be, you're going to pay very, very heavily to that. So we need integration systems which happen. We have got technologies like the Internet of Things. How do you integrate it now? Security can integrate it from the gate. You start from the gate itself. The people who are sitting inside, your seat allocations happen through the Internet. You know how many people are coming in, how many people are going out, part of your emergency response system. So you have to back integrated with all these systems. You have augmented reality, you have virtual reality. Two very, very strong technologies which are available, which the security professional as well as the safety professional as well as the ESG professional, they can all integrate it. How do you do it? Virtual reality is you take a walkthrough. It's something which is virtual. And augmented reality, you plant yourself into that particular system where you want to work. So you can create a situation, right? So you do basically what you do as a security professional, you can create a situation where you have some particular threat, maybe a physical threat which is coming into the system, right? So you are prepared mentally for that. So all these systems are available, technology is available, integration between all the three systems are available. Okay. It's only left up to us how we want to integrate. And let me tell you, the more you push onto these technologies, I'm telling you, your seat at the board is ensured.
Thank you, Captain Kolako. Now, taking his statement forward, I want to ask Nand that what training programs are available or are in place to support the security and EHS integration. What he has said is absolutely all right, clear. Yes, sir. So, as for what in your opinion, what are the programs available there?
Okay, so I'll just take it from Captain Sir's statement. So basically, when we talk about training, I think the basic fact to understand about training is training need identification. First of all, the training needs to be identified. And when we are talking about safety, security and EHS, we need to have a training which is a comprehensive part of all these three aspects altogether. Okay. So if you speak about security training, emergency preparedness, I think emergency preparedness is one part which signifies and which enables every other aspects of the training in a better way. If you prepare for the emergency situation, definitely the peace situation, everything is taken care of. So that is one. Safety related, all the compliances with respect to industries, with respect to mining and any industry that you are functioning. So those training needs to be identified. And I think, sir, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि I mean, it is a story which will start from risk management. We need to first do a proper risk management. Then the operational requirements needs to be set. प्रॉब्लम कहाँ है कि ट्रेनिंग में हर बार कुछ ना कुछ नया हो रहा है, ऑपरेशनल रिक्वायरमेंट्स आर नॉट फिक्स्ड कि व्हाट आर द ऑपरेशनल रिक्वायरमेंट, करना क्या है, कैसे करना है, तभी तो बिल्ड करेंगे ट्रेनिंग को. देन द ओआर शुड बी वेरी क्लियर एंड आफ्टर ओआर द साइट सिक्योरिटी प्लान एंड इंडस्ट्री सिक्योरिटी प्लान विल कम. सो देयर इज अ साइंटिफिक वे एंड देयर इज अ लॉजिकल चेन व्हिच विल पुल अस टू टेक इट टू द नेक्स्ट लेवल. एंड आई थिंक द फाइट इज, सर ने बड़ा सही बोला, द फाइट इज, see, security still today when we are talking, I don't know why we are defensive, we are talking that this is a cost center. See, security is a profit center. Till the time we will not, वो सामने लिखा हुआ है, मैं यहाँ बैठा हूँ स्टेज पे तो बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है, सामने स्वराज करके लिखा हुआ है, तो वही है, सेल्फ बिलीफ भी आना चाहिए ना. जब तक सेल्फ बिलीफ एज अ सिक्योरिटी प्रैक्टिशनर, एज अ सिक्योरिटी प्रोफेशनल, देयर विल बी अ सेल्फ बिलीफ that I am directly linking my goals, my KPIs to the cost, volume, EBITDA growth of the organization. Till the time change will not come. Thank you.
Good. Thank you very much, Nand. Now I come to Jitendra Kumar, who is from the healthcare sector, and I want to know his views about as to what are the roles the security play when it comes to maintaining EHS healthcare. EHS in healthcare facilities.
Thank you, Colonel sir. Hospital facilities, I think all of us have visited, all thanks to Corona. In last 4 years' time, we know many things about healthcare facilities operations. What is the first thing that you notice when you enter a hospital's lobby? Anyone? Security guard. Security सारे security professionals से security guard ही आपको दिखेंगे. Okay. Huh? You see, today's, have you been to Medanta or Fortis Memorial Research Institute in Gurgaon? Any of you? Okay. So, sir, Colonel sir, what is the first thing that you notice when you enter the lobby?
There is the information system which used to previously exist has greatly improved. Then there are a lot of, staff who's there to help you. And, obviously the reception and all is much better organized now. It gives you a look and feel of not the erstwhile hospitals, but a much revamped hospital, which gives you that kind of maybe a comfort.
Very good. A five-star kind of a feel when you enter the lobby, right? Gives you an impression there is a mall. Now, maintaining such an ambience in a facility like that, at the same time ensuring that the patient attendant who have just lost a patient, all this grief and everything will be there, ensuring that your lobby remains absolutely, clean and free from, noises and everything. It's a Herculean task. And trust me, there is no way that the security or asset protection function can work in a silo and not work with the infection control or safety and
environmental health
department.
Yeah, okay, I got it. So next I want you to clarify what is the best practice adopted by security functions in healthcare delivery setup? Best practices by the security professionals.
You see, so broadly when we operate, there are medical and non-medical functions. So security's involvement goes with all the departments. I'll just point out one or two, maybe. So I'll go with the medical functions. One of this is medico-legal dead bodies handling. So just imagine that the dead body of a medico-legal death case, if it is handed over to the attendants, what happens? It is to be handed over to the IO each and every time with proper preservation of evidences. So a lot of predefined processes are there, which are to be followed, monitored each and every time, so that there's a scope for zero error.
Okay. By the security professionals that they have.
Yes. And the second one, if we talk about the mortuary. Again, mortuary is managed by the medical superintendent and medical team, but you'll see the involvement of housekeeping, security, engineering, all these three departments and the administration to ensure the smooth mortuary operations. Now just imagine that the body of a deceased patient going to another patient's attendant. So the metrics of identifying the dead body or that particular death case is essential, ensuring that the dead body each and every time goes to the right family. There had been a case in one of the corporate hospitals and government hospitals wherein the body of a different patient, was handed over to a different family. And guess what? They in fact cremated that body, and then they realized, oh no, we have made a mistake. Because the other party who took the other body, they, raised alert about it. And then imagine what happens to that healthcare facility.
Okay, thank you, Jitendra. My last question is to Nand to summarize as to what benefits the integration of security and EHS will bring to the security professionals. Once you integrate security and EHS, what benefit will it bring to security professionals?
So the benefits will be many, but I think for the benefit of the time and benefits of every audience, I would just summarize it in such a way that allocation of resources. I think that one thing will definitely not only enable us to perform better, but it will also make the organization futuristic ready. So I think allocation of the resources is
that is the key word.
I'll just answer that. This is what happens is you have one person doing multitasking. That's the first thing. But look at what is happening to the individual. It's a personal growth also that is happening of the individual. So the individual rises from probably a security officer to probably somebody, maybe a principal officer, where he deals with so many things. So it's a double weapon, where individually you are learning, you are growing, and you can grow your team also, which is underneath you. And secondly, the organization benefits because they don't have to employ, 4 different people. So you have one person doing it. Of course, it is left to the individual to negotiate with the HR department how he wants to do it.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Sir, may I request? Sir, I have a submission rather. I would like to take the point forward from Captain Kolako or Nan.
Yeah.
The very important thing what they brought out is a risk assessment, sir. But more important is risk identification and indicators. In the modern scenario, there are very fast and paradigm changes which are taking place in the risk scenarios. So risk identification of risk indicators, that has to be done very carefully. And there are a lot of schemes from the government which has come up, whether it is data security, whether it is health, whether it is environment, whether it is weather. The biggest commitment, if you see budget-wise by Government of India or the United Nations, is going on in this field. So security is not only mere safety and security. It has become the mainstream part of any organization. Before having a developmental plan, risk has to be incorporated. Rather, in all the forum I make a statement, our Modi ji's $10 trillion economy dream will always be true, provided, underline provided, there is no earthquake in northern India. So we need to be really planned and properly done up. You imagine if something happens in this region, we're in zone 4 and zone 5. So a lot of programs from government has come up which we security personnel or the veterans, in fact veterans are the guardian of the nation and the duty never ends. So we need to be sensitized of these things. And one piece of information also I would like to submit that today we have, Government of India has launched Pradhan Mantri Bharat Ayushman Yojana, eco healthcare system, where digital service is being provided. You can go to Char Dham Yatra, you can go to Uttar Pradesh, you can go to Bangalore. Digital health ATMs have come, which is giving you indicators of 2 things, climate change and the health. These things are not today, you cannot see. You see your photograph after 10 years, you say, oh, I have grayed, I have put on weight. So climate change and health, they have long-term impacts, but they need a daily and constant monitoring. So we have deployed the health ATM outside that is available. Your health ID can be created. All your health vital parameters tests, 56 tests will be done within 10 minutes. And report will be there with you online immediately on the app and on a hard copy. It has online doctor in case there is a problem. We have a e-Sanjeevani scheme by Government of India. We have a master control center, master doctor center at AIMS which is sitting. All specialist doctors are available. We have online prescription and we have online medicine and online health insurance. And like ECHS, now Aadhaar card, Ayushman Bharat card has been made mandatory. So the moment you make it for all person below poverty line, they get 5 lakh insurance, and all person above 70 years of age, irrespective of their income group, will get a 5 lakh insurance. So these are the schemes from the government which are there. Data security policy, your environmental monitoring policies. We have all the alerts. We have integrated on one app, that is Sache. We have all the response. In India, we have single emergency number, that is 112. So we need to take cognizance when we synergize between security, EHS, ESG compliance, and your carbon credit neutral and green credits. So that's all from my side, sir.
Thank you, Colonel Srivastava, for sharing this information with us. And with this, we come to the end of the first panel discussion. And I thank all the panelists for their thought-provoking views, for sharing their experience with us. And thanks a lot, audience, for your patient listening and active participation. Thanks a lot, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you to the panelists and the moderator of the session. I would like to invite Major General Sanjay Soi to come forward and felicitate the moderator and the panelists of the session. I would request him to felicitate the moderator of the session, Colonel D.R. Semwal, Head HSE and S, Terry Army. To Mr. Nachiket Vaze, PSP CSM S&S, Head India Herbalife. To Mr. Jitendra Kumar Singh, CSM CSO, Fortis Hospital, Shalimar Bagh. To Mr. Nand Kishore Bhatt, CPP CSM CSO at Vedanta Limited, Goa. And to Captain Alroy Kolako, Head Admin and Facilities Insurance Depot. A huge round of applause to all of them. Thank you all for joining us. We shall now break for tea and we shall join soon for the next sessions. Thank you.